today's session we'll discuss about tuples. So what do you mean by tuple? One of the built-in data type. It is a sequence of comma separated items enclosed in parentheses. That means like this. Items in tuple need not be of same type, like the way we have seen list. Example: employee name, employee ID, E1234, and company name, Microsoft. And what is the designation? So this is the example of tuple. Now this particular tuple is having numeric numbers. This particular tuple is having mixed data item, money string. This is also a string. Okay, this is also a string. But here the employee ID, suppose we can mention as a number, or we can mention as a 1234. Also, this is a numeric number. Then char underscore tuple. Inside that you can X, Y, Z. This is a character tuple, sample underscore tuple, with which will be having multiple different data items to -1054 plus 2j. So in this particular case, this is a floating point, this is a Boolean value, this is a negative number, and this is a complex number. So we'll see printing of all these. Employee underscore tuple is num underscore. This is char underscore tuple. This is sample underscore tuple. So this particular program will test using. Now try to execute. Yeah, it has printed tuple information. Okay. So what are the other things we need to know about tuple? As we know, it is a sequence data type. It is an ordered collection of items. Each item in it has a unique position index starting from 0. So if you see, previously we discussed list. Tuple and list both are sequences. One major difference between the two is list is mutable, whereas tuple immutable. This is the major thing. So although any item from the tuple can be accessed using the index, it cannot be modified, removed, or added. Let me add this point. So this particular point you need to remember. We'll see some other concepts about tuple. We'll see tuple operations. So if you see, for example, take one set of tuple with values 10, 20, 30. Take one more 40, 50, 26. Suppose if you add these two tuples, let us say plus, and assign it to something like this. So we'll try to see what will happen. And you try to print this. So in this case, what Python perform, it will concatenate both tuples and it will give the complete list of tuple which is having all 6 values. We'll see. Yeah, see 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 26. So here concatenation happened. It added both the tuple and kept in one single tuple, right? So likewise, we'll see some other examples here. Let it be like this. Here we'll change. Let me take some other scenario. Hello in single quote, comma. This particular tuple is having only one element, comma, means it doesn't have any other element. Then followed by multiplied by 6, let us say. So we'll see what it has to do. This hello will be repeated 6 times. I'm printing X. Let us observe what is the output. Yeah, here see. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6 times it has repeated. So here repetition happened. And one more examples we'll see. Let us say we'll test one number is present in the tuple or not. Let us say 33 in, let us say 100, 200, 300. If this number is present in this tuple, it should say true. If this number is not present, it should say false. We'll assign the outcome into x variable. We'll see again print x. So here in this case 33 is not present in this tuple collection, so it should give false. We'll test it. Yeah, it given false. Let's try to add this number and see. Now we'll execute. It is given true. So this is like membership operator. In is a membership operator. Membership, okay, in and not in, both the conditions we can check it. Okay, now we'll observe how to access tuple items, individual items. Now we'll see access tuple items. Each object in the collection, tuple collection, with its index. Index starts from 0. Index or of the last item in the tuple is length minus 1. What is the tuple length? Minus 1. To access the tuple items, use the square brackets for slicing along with the index. Take above example, this one here. Okay, we'll print individual item. Print item at 0th index. Okay, in emp underscore tuple. What is the thing you need to write? Tuple name, square brackets, 0 to test it, or else we'll do one thing. This complete thing I'll copy. Then you come here, whichever we have written, just copy. Yeah, now you check. And also we'll write one more print statement here. NVM we will test it. So here in this case, employee tuple 0, money has to print. Number, this one, second tuple, third item, 0, 1, 2, 3, 40. So it has to print. Some issue, row is there. Okay, we'll fix this. Yeah, see, money and 40, correct. Python allows negative index to be used with any sequence type. So minus 1 index refers to the last item. The same way in the list also. Suppose if you mention in this employee tuple, if you mention minus 1, this one has to be printed. Minus 1 means software engineer. So we'll test it. Yeah, software engineer. Suppose one more check we can do. This one will be minus 1. This one will be minus 2. This one will be minus 3. This one will be minus 4. So we'll test minus 2. Minus 2 means, sorry, minus 3 will test it. This is minus 1. This is minus 2, minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 needs to be printed for first one. Employee underscore tuple. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, correct. And we'll see some other. Extracting a subtuple. Suppose if we need, for example, extracting a subtuple from tuple, how we can do? Scenario syntax, subtuple is equal to tuple name, bracket open. What is the index number you want? Let us say I, j. If you don't mention, by default value for I equal to 0, j last item, last index, I 0th index, j last index if you don't mention. Suppose if you mention, let us say tuple name followed by 1 colon semicolon 3. You have given like this. What will be printed? We'll check subtuple. How to fetch subtuple. So in this scenario itself, we can test like this. I will mention, or else what we can do. This I will remove. Here I will put 1:3. So 1 here num underscore tuple. So if you see here in this num underscore tuple first index, this is 20 is at first index, and 1 and 2 except 3. So 20 and 30 it has to be printed. So we'll check. We'll try to extract subtuple. See 20 and 30. Now if you do, maybe I want from 2 only. 2 and from second index to rest all 0 1 2, this one 30 40 50. Okay, we'll see this, we'll execute. Yeah, 30 40 50. This is the concept of subtuple extraction. Okay, suppose if you don't want to give any this thing, everything will be printed. My num underscore tuple, you haven't given any index, simply you put semicolon. So try to see, it has to give all the values. It has given all 10 20 30 40 50. This one in this tuple we'll discuss about how to update tuple. Tuple is immutable, that means we cannot change, we cannot add, we cannot modify. Okay, so if you, for example, if you take some, we'll take previous data which we used for, or else I'll copy, yeah, this one, this is a tuple. So if you take this one, for example, if you try to change the second index, okay, second index here, this is Microsoft, if you want to change Intel, it doesn't work. So we'll check what kind of error we'll get it. Just observe, and here, see, this is error line, tuples does not support item assignment, so we cannot. Okay, because it is immutable. So how to modify then? So there is a solution for this. Using the list function, convert the tuple to a list, perform the desired append, whatever desired requirement. For example, you want to append, you want to insert, you want to remove, okay, in the list, and then parse again back to tuple object. So how can we do that? For example, we'll discuss here, tup1 equal to arpq, or let us say this is one tuple. Okay, we'll try to print this tuple, print tuple before print tuple. Okay, we'll see tup1 comma, we'll also print id of tuple, there will be id will be generated, comma id of tuple1. Okay, so we'll execute this. See here, tuple it printed pqrs id, this is the id, some number. Okay, now what we have to do, because we cannot modify the data inside the tuple, we need to convert to list. For example, list1 equal to list of, what we need to convert, we need to convert this tuple, here we keep it. Then now this tuple, whatever the tuple converted to list, that is a named with list1. Now we want to modify list1, let us say list1 of second item. For example, this, let us say this one, I will change it to some other, modify, I will do modification. So what I will do here, let us say or. Okay, then this got modified, not in tuple, in list. Okay, now I want to append like one more character, append t. For example, after appending, the way I wanted to do sort. Okay, now this will test complete thing. This will add this part of the code to existing code. Now we can check it out. Any errors are there? So no errors. Okay, only the thing is we haven't not printed. print list 1. If you want, again run. So it is printed RTPQS. Small r got changed to capital R, and also I have added in T in the list but not in tuple. So now how to convert? At the end you need to write a code tup1 equal to tuple. You need to give this list 1. So whatever the list 1, it will be converted into tuple. Again use print statement. Check the converted, added, modified, whatever you have done, and also ID you check tuple after update by modify, update and insert. Okay. Now this statement I will add it, these 2 lines, and we'll see the behavior. Okay, now try to execute. So no error, tuple after update insert. See, but all the modifications or insertions happened perfectly. But if you observe the ID, different ID. So original tuple not changed. So that means we cannot change original tuple. Only another copy generated with a different ID. Okay. This is how we need to uh, add the things. What we have done, we have existing tuple to we have converted to list. We have done whatever the requirements we needed, like append, insert, sort, all these things. Again we converted list 1 to tuple 1. So what is the behavior you observed? Original tuple not get changed. It created another tuple with different ID. Okay, that's what observation. And we'll also see some other concepts. Unpack tuple items. How to do unpacking? What do you mean by unpack? Suppose for example, tup1 equal to main 20 50.5. These 3 items are there. Suppose if I wanted to extract these 3 values into individual variables, that will be called as a unpacking. How can we do? You take the variables, how many items are there, that many variables. In this case, 3 values, 3 items. So I have taken 3 variable x, y, z equal to tup1. So now print double quotes x colon double quote end x. Likewise, we need to print all items y, then z, comma z, close. So test this and see what is the result. Okay. Yeah, x is equal to main, y is equal to 20, z is equal to 50.5. Okay, this is how we need to unpack. Okay, now we'll see another concepts like loop through the tuple. How to loop through the tuple? We'll see with example. Uh, or else we'll take this same example. One, okay. Now we take for loop for element in tuple 1, print element and equal. We need to test this one. So what it will do, it loop through. How many elements are? Three elements are there. Three times it loop through and it will print element values main 2020 25. Execute. Yeah, here it has printed. We can give space if you want. Okay. So this is how we need to extract the items. Suppose if you want the same program, if you want to modify, like to iterate through the items in a tuple, obtain the range object of integers 0 to length minus 1. So the same thing we can modify a little bit. So that is the tuple. I'll take indices equal to range length of tuple 1. Then for I in indices, then print tup1 bracket. Then yeah, this is the uh, like suggestion given by the format of I. Okay, so top one. So this is the syntax for printing. Here bracket colon. Okay. Yeah, this is the way. Top one dot of I. This is the one. Yes. Now you can check. Just for formatting, and this will give the result like this. Top one of 0 main, first index 20, second index 50.5. So this is the how we need to print double values. So that's all for today.